What up, Salvador Briggman here. Welcome back to the Crowdfunding Demystified YouTube channel. And obviously, we always talk about crowdfunding here. We talk about social media. We talk about e-commerce, equity crowdfunding, all that stuff. And today, I want to talk about how to really power up your social media, and specifically when it comes to product offerings. So what's a really easy way that you can begin to build up your social media? How do you do that? Get into it. Let's really rip it apart. Let's discover it, demystify it, and we're covering that today. Okay, so let's get into this a little bit. If you've never built up a social media following before, or you don't use social media yourself, I completely empathize with you, man. Like, I don't really like using social media personally that much. I mean, I use Instagram like a little bit. I use Facebook a little bit, but I'm just definitely not one of those people that enjoys spending all of their life and all their time on social media. However, my clients, my customers, the people that buy things online love social media. It's like crack cocaine to them, right? They're always browsing Facebook, always browsing Instagram, and there are billions of people online. So it makes sense. This is a pretty useful skill set. Wouldn't you agree? So I want to start today just talking about what I think can really level up your social media, and why is this something that if you're just getting started with building a social media profile, why this is going to make an impact for you. Now, I share tons of stuff like this on my individual coaching calls, as you know. I also have a mastermind community. I'm going to be sharing a link with you in a little bit of a specific class that I'm putting on that I think you would really like, particularly if you're looking to smash your goal on Kickstarter, and you can learn a little bit more about that. But when it comes to this, I talk a ton in my mastermind about this, which is like my private group when it comes to that. And this is something that can change fundamentally your life and your business. So think of this as free marketing. First of all, obviously you need to have a Facebook page. This is so important and something that's really important nowadays. But that being said, I don't think people talk enough about the usefulness of that page and how it plays into a larger social media strategy. So the first thing you're going to want to think about when you're starting a Facebook page is making sure that you have your cover photo here in the background. It should be something really nice related to your product or what it is you're doing. You can also have your custom image here if you'd like to, and you can be regularly, putting out content if you want to. You can be regularly posting things if you'd like. You can use the messages and all that kind of stuff and make sure that people are coming here. This takes work, but you can get help with it, and it's very straightforward to do, I would say. It just takes a lot of work, and it takes a time putting together the graphics and scheduling them and posting them and remembering to do it. It is completely possible. It is not rocket science. However, what I think would be actually more useful to you is what I'm about to mention here. And I think that's why it's important to kind of put out a video on this. So Facebook is great. I love Facebook pages, etc. However, one of the things that's even more useful is if you go to your Facebook page and you go to your community tab here, which is awesome, you can click here and you can see any of the groups that you currently own. So I actually own a Facebook group that has about 6.3 thousand members in it. And this is my personal group, which I call Kickstarter Crowdfunding Indiegogo. Now, this is really just for my community, like the people that I like, the people that are cool, the people that I think I can help, the people that can share their link, promote their brand, promote their e-commerce products, etc. This is just meant to be for the CrowdCrux community or the Crowdfunding Demystified community. So if you're interested, you can always check out a link to this. It's facebook.com/group/Kickstarter forum. I also own kickstarterforum.org. That's one of my online forums. But if you're just interested in using my group, you can go here and you can post some cool stuff. Why does this matter? This matters because this is actually more powerful in the eyes of Facebook than having a Facebook page. Hear me out here, because every time I do a coaching call, the student is always like, hey, Sal, I don't really understand the difference between a group and a page. Here is the difference, my friend. A page is like mainly a one-to-many connection. You can post stuff. People can obviously, view that, and they can engage with that. And there's like a mini conversational thread that happens, right? Or they can message you, etc. And you can get insights into that. A group has a multi-person dynamic, okay? So more than one people, getting people requesting to be added here. More than one people are actually interacting in this group. Now, they could be doing things like posting links. They could be doing things like asking questions, etc. And it could be related to your product itself if you wanted to. So the cool thing about this is like you can actually have a group where other people out there that are interested in your brand, interested in your product, interested in whatever it is you're doing can be talking about something that's in common. Okay, and why is this powerful? Because these posts are more likely to be seen in someone's timeline than just a simple post that you put out there. Okay, way more likely to be seen in someone's timeline, way more likely for those people to engage and to begin a conversational thread. And engagement is the name of the game at the end of the day. And you can also see other things. You don't necessarily have to be the one to manage this group, right? You can have admins and moderators. You can have group experts if you want to. You can have different participant types. You can get insights into growth and engagement. And you can see this tangibly. When are people checking in? When are they engaging in conversations? What kinds of stuff are they posting in your group? Makes a lot of sense, right? So this is more powerful if you write this down. Number one, because your posts are more likely to be seen in the timelines of the members of the group that are active in it. Number two, you get a lot more insights into how people are engaging with each other and how overall your marketing efforts are growing over time. Number three, with a page, you got to come up with all those posts, right? You got to know what to say. You got to know what to post. You got to have the graphics, you got to have the video, you got to have everything. With a group, you can also encourage user-generated content where other people can be posting on your behalf. And this is, to me, like what I really got started on. This is why I built kickstarterforum.org, which is an online forum I started back in the day, back in 2013 or so. That's why I run my mastermind group, which you can check out at crowdcrux.com/mastermind. Again, that's crowdcrux.com/mastermind, where you can get individualized one-on-one coaching with me. You can get access to my team to answer all questions related to crowdfunding. And in addition, get access to other members and also be able to follow along with all of my workshops that I do regularly, teaching insider tactics when it comes to crowdfunding and Kickstarter and Indiegogo. So it makes a lot of sense, right? But that's always what I've been, like, that's my passion, is to build communities, build groups of people. And it's also one of the things that I do for products. And you'd be surprised that products, right, that products actually have communities around them, but they do. How cool is that? If you're coming out with a new board game, a tabletop, if you're coming out with a new physical product, you can build a community around your brand and around your product, and it becomes much more powerful. Now you might be like, hey, that doesn't make sense. Think about all of the different products out there nowadays with brands that have a community around them and how much of a defensive moat that is around that business. And it makes it so much harder for other people to compete with you because of that interlinking community. I love obviously using like Apple as an example of just a community there. So that's what I wanted to share with you today when it comes to why this is important and why this is something you should be doing, is building out your social media in terms of your Facebook page, building out a specific group that is relevant for you. I think it is so freaking important. That being said, not everyone can execute on this, right? So if you have a little bit of difficulty when it comes to the execution side, when it comes to putting out content, managing a group, creating a page, making great graphics, putting out videos, like all that kind of stuff. If you need a little bit of help when it comes to that, I have a new link that I want to share with you, and you can check this out. And you can go to crowdcrux.com/help, crowdcrux.com/help, and that link, you can fill out a little bit of information if you're interested, and we can see whether or not we can help you. My team can help you setting up something like this, or you can go out there, you can do it right away. You know, if you do have questions, obviously you can always book a coaching call with me. Honestly, I think the mastermind community is a lot better of a value for you, particularly when it comes to the ongoing support that you're getting. But this is something that, to me, can bring a stone cold rookie into having a huge social media presence of engaged people when they literally didn't have anything else before. Want to take all the stress out of fulfilling your Kickstarter rewards? Fulfillrite is the turnkey solution that puts product delivery on autopilot. The Top Campaigns uses trusted high-tech provider to store, package, and ship their products. Focus on growing your business. Leave shipping to the experts. Don't wait. Get a custom quote from Fulfillrite today. Link in the description. One of the other cool things I'm thinking about doing more of is just, I've been taking a huge break because I've been working so much on operations, man. I know you think I'm putting out a lot of videos, right, or a lot of content, but it's like nothing like, it was a couple of months ago, just because I've been focusing so much on operations. One of the cool new things I want to start doing is this thing called Sal's Killer Deals. So you can go to salskillerdeals.com, and enter your information if you're interested in becoming a part of this new community that I'm building. I basically want to share cool stuff with you. I want to share cool new products I'm always stumbling on. I'm always coming across with like cool, interesting stuff, people that, products that other people are sharing, things that people are doing. Like, how cool is that? Just new people that are doing interesting stuff. I love helping people out. Like, think about this. This is a woman-owned business in New York City. That's awesome, right? I would love to be able, if you want to get notified about cool new stuff that's coming out, you can go to salskillerdeals.com. You can enter your name and information there. And I'm going to begin doing this. I think it's going to take a couple of weeks now, but we'll see. But I really want to begin to put out some content like this and just share cool stuff that I'm stumbling on. And really just to give, I think, other creators a lot better of a spotlight in this industry. So if you're interested, go to this Sal's Killer Deals, and I'll include the links to the other things that I mentioned down below. Final takeaway when it comes to this, just get started. Just get started. Everyone starts with zero. Everyone starts with 0 followers, 0 people talking about them, 0 media mentions, 0 sales. It's always that. It's like the hardest thing, right? Is getting started. Dipping your toes into the ice cold water is always the most difficult thing. But it's so much easier after that. It's like skiing downhill. It is so much easier. The hardest part is just dragging your sled up the hill, right, in order to go down the hill. But once you're up there, it's so much fun. It's great. It's a great time. There's so much opportunity online nowadays, and I would just love to be able to share that with you. So if you did enjoy this video and at least took away some thoughts here when it comes to starting a page, the importance of that, starting a group, the importance of that, and also why this is something that can work together as a strategy and the value behind that and why that beats the Facebook algorithm, please give me a thumbs up on this video. If you liked it, leave a comment down below. Come subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you next time.